Hello everyone, and I hope you can hear me correctly. It's a bit windy today. So today I went out for a short ride with my BMW R1200GS motorcycle out of the year 2018. It's the first half year of the motorcycle, so this is still the one with the old gauges setup, because the years after that they upgraded it also with the newer screen, as you can find as well on the R1250s. So this is my proud possession. This is my R1200 GSA. It is a bit, it has been a bit pimped, as you can see. I've got the enlarged black motor caps that are from Wunderlich. I also have the Jekill and Hyde exhaust system that you can also have a flap in, so you can determine its loudness. I also opted to make the whole exhaust, including the headers, matte black in order to suit it with this motorcycle. Additionally, nothing else that much to add. I've got the Wunderlich short enduro window as well, in order to give me more oversight when I'm riding. You hear the exhaust note. It's a pretty hefty one for this bike, but I love it, and when the flaps are closed it's a really comfortable long cruiser. As it's an adventure bike, for me, being prepared on almost everything that can happen on the road is very important. So that's why I opted for this case here. This is also from Wunderlich, and the great thing is that it always fits enough, let's say, emergency equipment for on the road. For me, this has been a lifesaver a couple of times, and also when we were riding with the group, when the unfortunate thing happens that somebody gets into an accident, you can be there and help them really quickly.
This looks like a job for Superman.
The good thing is that it doesn't take up any luggage space in the top case, so this always stays on here, and there are key things in it. I will show it to you. The good thing is that you can code this lock to your motorcycle key, so you don't need to have the additional keys with you. So you open it up, and I just always keep it hanging like this whenever. So the first thing is this one. This is a motorcycle tire repair kit. There are the things like air canisters in, and there are some things that you can use in order to inflate your tire almost everywhere. It's a really nifty feature to get on the road. I will always recommend to have this with you. Another part is to have the ability to do on-the-road reparations. So when there are some technical bits and pieces wrong with your motorcycle or the group that you're riding in, I would definitely advise to get this Bro kit from Touratech. It's not cheap, but it has almost everything that you need in order to completely take apart this BMW motorcycle and put it back together again according to spec. So I will definitely leave a link in the description box, and check this one out. And additionally, this is a safety feature the vest. I almost always forgot one before I had this case. Now I just put it in there, and there's even a bit more room there to put an emergency aid kit in there as well. So these things always very handy to keep with you on your trips. I think another neat feature of this for this motorcycle, or any motorcycle in that regard, is the phone holder. Because phones are more advanced than the most of these very expensive navigation systems. I'm actually thinking about opting out on these Navigator 6 for the follow-up motorcycle, the R1250 GSA, and I'm thinking to just keep it with my phone and this SP Connect holder. So basically, you take it off like this, and the case is very thin. It's easy to take with you. It charges while riding on the USB port over there, and you just keep it. You can just keep it with you, and you just put it on like this again, and you're there. So that's really easy, and I think it's a really cool, neat feature. So, ladies and gentlemen, and with that, you have an impression of the first impression of my motorcycle. Yeah! I didn't start on an R1200 GSA. I started out on a Honda CBR 600RR Racer. I will leave a picture in the description below, or I will cut it into this edit of this video. And yeah, I've completely fell in love with that motorcycle. If I see one, I still want one again. And that's, I think, my fellow motorcycle riders. If you ever start a relationship with that thing, you never want to get rid of them. You just want to keep adding. But sadly, I can't fit that all in my house. So yeah, for now the choice will stay with this BMW R1200GS Adventure. This is, by the way, I always said it in the earlier video as well. This is a 2018 model. Pretty soon, I'm not sure when, but I think within half a year I will change up to R1250 GSA. A little bit less of a strong exhaust note. I will just keep it rather stock, I would say, because
it was all bullshit.
Well, maybe I'm going to change the end pipe to maybe a Boss or an Akrapovic or even a Jekill and Hyde later on again. But those things, as people with Jekill and Hydes maybe know, are quite expensive. But yeah, that one is going to be, I think, within half a year. I will leave you the link as well, or I will give you an updated video on that one as well. As you might have known as well, these videos are not really, let's say, without grammatical errors or those kind of things, because that's just that I decided to start filming on one day and yeah, take you guys with me in my ramble about my motorcycle and share this hobby with you. Yeah, what else? So, ladies and gentlemen, I needed to fix some things. I was under the impression that my microphone was working, but it didn't. So I needed to fix that. But now we're finally riding. I hope you can hear me correctly. It is the first time that I'm playing around with the DJI microphone setup. But since I've got a Schubert C5 helmet, it is a bit, let's say, tight in the helmet. Or I've got a fat chin. Could be one of both. But so I'm still, I really hope that DJI is going to make an integration with the microphone that is natively integrated in the helmet. But yeah, let's see. But today is a lovely day. I'm riding here on a dike. I'm not even sure how that is called in English, but this is a Dutch waterwork. As you can see on the right side over there, there's a river, and they're like, we call it Uiterwaard. So if there's a lot of water coming downstream, it can flood, but the inland is still protected with all the water. As you might know, the Netherlands is below sea level, so who decided to live there did a good job eventually. Took a lot of learning, but this is a great, it's a great route to ride, certainly when you're, yeah, when the weather is good. But there are a lot of people living here as well on the sides, and yeah, with a loud exhaust and motorcycles racing up and down. Sometimes you need to be a bit careful in the amount of revs you're making and those kind of things. So that's why I'm taking it easy right now. But I can't promise that I would do a bit of a rap later on. So for me, YouTube is still it's still a bit finding out what works in terms of video quality and also in terms of what works in talking videos and not talking videos, or just be quiet. and hear hear that amazing engine. So but that's my first trip today. The first bit I didn't ride with a microphone. I just had my helmet on and a bit of music. But yeah, it's a great day. And that actually was it. Hey, this is a llama. Hello, llamas. So yeah, I hope that the sound quality of my bullshit or lot of words that I'm saying without actually any information at all. Yeah, I'm understandable. Sometimes maybe a bit loud due to the wind noise that I'm trying to overcome, but it's not needed. Oh, that's a GXSR. I love it. But yeah, tell me in the comments, what do you ride and why? I'm always curious to see what you ride and what your plans are in the future. So as you can see, currently I'm riding this one, this 1200, and I'm gonna switch up to the 1250. I already decided on that, because although the 1200 and 1250 are very much alike, the way the quick shifter works in the 1250 is so much more sophisticated, and also the way the engine, yeah, let's say, rides. This one is so rough. It is also very, let's say, clunky sometimes, right? So the clunky feeling. I love that. That's an MT. So when you get in the lower speeds, it goes a bit like this. It has too much torque, let's say, and then the 1250 has a way smoother operation, and also you can do a power like this is full power in the third gear. It was third gear, and I want to be able to do a power wheelie, and this one is not really able to do that. You need to do that clutch thing, which no problem at all if you are good in pulling wheelies. As you can have seen in the footage, I suck, but hey, I'm getting better. This is such a nice bit of road. Sorry, man. I like your house, and I'm sorry for the noise, but those were some nice twisties. And twisties, you always need to use. Hello, sheep. So yeah, I'm planning to go for a trip soon, in about 5 weeks, with a lot of motorcycle friends. We're gonna ride into Germany and a bit of Belgium. It's called the Eifel, a very nice bit of roads over there, and I'll try to shoot some footage over there as well and talk to you guys. You guys as in plural, men, women, you people. I really find it very sexy if a woman rides a motorcycle. I love that. What do you think? Or maybe I'm now getting into a opinion that I don't want to start. I don't want to start any fights. This is nice. Corner, brake in, turn in, little bit of power, little bit of power, and there you go. Oh, that's a nice motorcycle. It always sounds so nice. So yeah, with that we came at the end of this small bit of road that we rode together to give you an introduction to my motorcycle and yeah, the content that you can expect. Hello. And yeah, let me know what you think about this. It's also a nice bit of road. Just turn in, look at it, and here we go. Yep. So with that, I might try to pull another wheelie here to... Oh, there's a person. There we go. This is a nice corner always. Very gold. Oh, yep. Alright, and with that I say goodbye, and I hope to see you in the next one. Leave a thumbs up, hopefully, if you like the content here, and yeah, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment.